next question is, are politics a factor in gameplay for cEDH? Or does just everybody gun for the quickest? Sounds similar to the previous one, except now it's about politics. James, would you like to start off with this?
Oh boy, are politics a part of cEDH? Boy, are they. Yes. Oh my god, yes.
I think it's more like extortion, but yeah.
I said this in the RC's Discord once, actually, because somebody asked the same question there, which is like, I didn't think that cEDH had politics. I'm like, ho, they do. Go watch any of the MLC games, and you will see masterclasses in politicking the table. Timmy's pretty good at it. Jamaican, completely backed the rest of us in that game I was talking about earlier into a corner. Ian's good at it. There's just a lot of really excellent politicking going on. And people who politic well enough to know when other people are politicking them, too. It's a great interplay. But yes, politics are a huge part of cEDH.
Yeah.
It's part of winning the threat assessment battle.
It's deflection, subterfuge, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Being able to politic and know when you're being politicked and being bamboozled, which is hard to do. That is a thing that actually,
I do.
Yeah, that actually helps your threat assessment and makes it stronger.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts, Cricket? You got any thoughts on politics?
I mean, I hate politics, but I do recognize that it is a key part of the game, especially it's a social format. You're talking to your opponents the whole time, and a lot of times not even just about the game. And so it is inevitable that you're going to reach out and say, hey, you know that thing that's driving us both wild? I can get rid of it, but it's going to cost me a lot. So I need to ensure that you're not going to capitalize on it in some way. And that goes to advancing your board state and projecting yourself towards the win, right?
And then they go, but I don't want to do that deal.
They may not, or they may recognize that person is going to win if they don't make the deal, and then they are losing.
Yeah. I kind of have a soft rule that if I'm trying to have that conversation with somebody and they're being dodgy and not forthcoming with facts, if you're trying to so guys, if I pass priority, do you have something to stop this? Why are you asking me that question? It's no, I don't. If you pass it to me, I'm passing priority. Is that the game we're playing? Are we going to work together? Or are we going to work apart? And then you just kind of start that adds another layer to it. And then it adds another layer to it. And, and then you wind up in a pissing contest. But it can definitely, there can be a lot of very subtle, nuanced things to it. Sometimes it's politics, and sometimes it's just kind of holding them hostage. Like in that game with Niv. You guys knew that Niv needed to go, you just weren't quite sure when. And you also knew that stuff needed to get off the board.
Right, because it's I'm pretty sure the sick robot had whatever he needed basically there. Right. So it's do we let Niv clear out his board? Do we take out Niv first? It becomes this huge kind of question as to what do we need in order to not lose on two fronts. And sometimes that's impossible. Sometimes you just lose on one front no matter what.
Right. Well, especially if you noticed, I didn't just clear his board. It was clear his a little and kind of... So that way, if you guys did get froggy, I could at least...
spread it around a little bit.
Yeah. Kind of drag it out as much as possible. But all right,